In this video, I'll share with you how you can effectively deliver content and connect better with your audience using the strategies from How to Win Friends and Influence People. As a podcast host, it is your responsibility to create content that resonates with the audience and engages them as well. As a part of this puzzle, you might require to bring on guests to your show who share their expertise and add value to your audience. Also, it is required that you stay in touch with your audience to know what they resonate with, what their likes and dislikes are, and how you can serve them better and grow your community. So, using the strategies from How to Win Friends and Influence People, I'm going to be sharing with you ways in which you can get your dream guest to the show, get better at the art of conversing with the guest, and connect better with your audience. Dale Carnegie shares 5 tips you can use to bring on dream guests. Now let's look at 5 tips you can use to get your dream guest to agree to guest on your show. Number 1. Make a very good first impression. Genuinely compliment them. Be interested in them. Tell them what you like about them. Follow their work. Be interested in them, their posts and their activities on social media. Be on the top of their mind. Ask them questions they'd love to answer. Number 2. Create a win-win situation for both of you. Now, Dale Carnegie shares, the secret of success lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's point of view and your own. So you got to fish people with what they want. Number 3. Before you make an ask, learn to give. Now, Alex Hormozy keeps saying, people are always self-serving, and you need to remember this. Everybody is invested in themselves. So, you need to learn to create a win-win and always give before you make a ask. This will psychologically make them reciprocate to your generosity. Number 4. Be a friend to them. Now, there's this beautiful quote shared by Abraham Lincoln, which I'm going to read out to you, that really sticks to me. If you would win a man to your cause, first convince him that you are his sincere friend. Lastly, appeal to their goals. This is the most lovely tip that Dale Carnegie has given. He suggests that always make the other person feel happy about what they're doing, whether it's for you, whether it's for themselves, or whether it's for the larger good. Now let's move on to the next part, the art of getting better at conversing with guests. Emotions are contagious. Radiate happiness, empathy, or curiosity, or sorrow, depending on what the situation of your plot is in the episode, through non-verbal communication as well. Using the tone of your voice, the way you sit, your posture, and everything. So just be able to depict the emotions well apart from your conversation. Those emotions are contagious. You want to make the audience feel as if they're sitting with you in the same room. Do this when your guests represent a contrarian thought that you do not agree with. It is highly likely that a conversation might turn into a disagreement, and that in turn will turn into an argument, and you don't want to do that with your guest. Podcasts are beginning of new friendships, and whenever your guest is representing a thought that you do not agree with or that might not be correct as per your knowledge, then you can do this. Firstly, welcome the disagreement. Don't be impulsive and react just at the moment. Calmly listen to them and look if you can agree to at least some of the points that they are stating in the whole argument that they are presenting. Remember, people do not like to be corrected or be disagreed with. So be honest and check your facts and let them know if you think differently on a certain topic. Always remember that a disagreement doesn't have to turn into an argument, and you can very calmly deal with the situation if you are at peace within yourself. So at such moments, just hold your ground and be calm at first, and then you can represent that, maybe I thought this is how it is, or I think this might be this way. Lastly, yet the most important one, frame your questions well. It is very important to frame your questions well because it will make it interesting for the guest to answer them and add their story and their inputs to the conversation. If you ask boring, bland questions, it's not going to sound fun even to the audience who is tuning into your episode. So make your questions interesting. Make them driven by curiosity. In that way, you'll automatically frame the questions that well. This brings us to the last part, connecting better with your audience. Everyone desires to be seen, heard and understood. And so does your audience. So become the voice of your audience. Talk in their language so that they are able to relate to you, know where they come from, and relate in your content. Secondly, set the mood. Use non-verbal communication, your body language, facial gestures, tone of your voice. Number 3, step in their shoes. If you get a chance to meet one of your audiences, connect with them and listen to them directly. Number 4, dramatize your ideas. Who doesn't like to have ample of wealth, good relationships, and a great health? Lastly, give them a good reputation to live up to. Let your content provide resources and information that they need to achieve their desire to excel and get appreciated. That is all for today. Thumbs up the video if you found this useful. Subscribe to the channel for more on podcasting content. Comment down below if you have any questions or any feedback or suggestions for me. I am Manali signing off until we meet next time.